I'm going to show you how to use the shape tools in Photoshop. Let's go ahead and get started. So make sure your tool panel is open. And I'm going to make sure my layer panel is open so you can see what that looks like when I create a new shape. It's hiding, so let's go ahead and go to Window and then Layers. There it is. Okay, so your shape tools are located on your toolbar. Okay, mine is right underneath my text tool. Your default should be the rectangle tool. The shortcut key is the letter U. Okay, so if your toolbar is expanded, it's underneath this path selection tool. All right, so and again, if you hover, every tool tells you what it is. So you've got your basic tools, your rectangle, ellipse, triangle, polygon, and your line tool. All right, so those are very similar to the ones in Illustrator. You drag out a shape, and up here are your options to change your fill color, your stroke color, and your stroke weight. Okay, you can also change the stroke options. Okay, there's some lines and some dots if you wanted to do that. You can also click on more options and see what those are. You can change your dashed and dots here. You can change where they sit on the shape, okay, inside, outside, or center. You can change if your cap or your circle or your dash is round on the end, okay? So there's some options here for you. Mess around with those to get a feel for them. I'm gonna stick with the basic regular line. I'm gonna put it, let's go on the center and then hit OK. All right, so just like that. So that's how you adjust your shape. You can also, just like in Illustrator, pull your corners in, and I'm not sure why it's not showing me here, but I can adjust it here. I can type in a number. Let me see, I don't know why it's not showing the options. Let me go to my view panel and see if I can turn some things on. Show grid. Okay, so I don't want this on, but it's turning off everything. So let me turn off my grid. That's interesting. You used to be able to turn off your grid and it would just hide the grid. Now it's hiding everything that I need. So I'm just going to use this as an example. Hopefully you can see your corner rounds here. That's that tool that will allow you to round the corners, right? Hopefully you don't have your grid on. I don't know why mine is popping up and my corner rounds are not turning off. Okay, so, oh, maybe that's why, nope, just kidding. Okay, so that's how you adjust your shapes. Remember in Illustrator, when you're drawing a shape, if you hold the Shift key, it will draw a perfect circle or rectangle, or sorry, square. It would be a square. So you notice that it put those on the same layer. So what I have to do, if I want them on different layers, right, I have to create a brand new layer. I'm gonna get rid of this one. And again, I'm gonna create a new layer, draw out a triangle, right? So if you want your shapes to be on different layers, you have to put them on their own layer. All right, so if you want to go in and change your shape, color, or stroke weight, you have to click on the layer and then you have to go back to your shape tool. Oh, actually you don't anymore. Oh wait, yes you do. Okay, so say I'm on my move tool. I click on my shape layer and then I go back to my shape tool. This will allow you to come back in and have the ability to change your properties of your shape. Okay, so if you wanted to change the color or the stroke weight, any of that. You can also change it here in the contextual toolbar. If yours is on, if you don't see this bar and you want it on, you're gonna go to Window and click on contextual taskbar, and that's gonna pop this guy up, okay? All right, so let's talk about my favorite shape tool, the custom shape tool. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these two layers. And the custom shape tool looks like this. When you first log into Photoshop and you have your custom shape tool, where it's going to be located is going to be up here in your control bar, it says shape, and then if you click on the drop down arrow, you should have 3 or 4 options. I think wild animals, leaf trees, boats, and wild animals. Oh, wild animals is on there twice. Mine is actually on there. Okay, and flowers. So I have a couple extras. I don't know why. Wild animals, leaf trees, boats, and flowers are going to be the 4 defaults. Okay, those are okay. Some of them are kind of boring, right? You're like, why would I use this flower ever? Okay, I don't know. But there is another way. So you're going to go to Window, and you are going to turn on your Shapes properties. When you turn on your Shapes properties, I don't know why this is open. Let's grab this. It's going to look like this. Okay, it looks very similar to what it looked like here. But right here, if I click on the 3 little lines, I can click on Legacy Shapes and More. When I click on Legacy Shapes and More, what that's going to do, it is going to open up old shapes that Photoshop has previously had. I don't know why they got rid of these and hid them, but these are very valuable shapes to have. Okay, so we've got a whole bunch of other options. Actually, it looks like there's brand new options in here in 2019. We've got forest and mountains and hills and lakes and spiral shapes and people. Okay, so you've got a whole bunch more options. But then the one that I really like is going to be all legacy default shapes. And under here, you've got some frames, you've got banners and awards. If you click on the arrow, it's going to drop those down. You've got light bulbs, you've got music, you've got objects. This is where you're going to find puzzle pieces and pins, and some of these things you're like, where am I ever going to use this shape? I have no idea. But some of them are really great and valuable. Okay, so like under shapes, you've got these little stars, you've got hearts, clovers, diamonds, right? So if you were to make a deck of cards, you could use these shapes to make cards. You've got a moon and all kinds of other shapes that are very, very valuable. Okay, so I'm going to show you a little trick with the shape tool, and I'm just going to draw out a square. Okay, I'm going to draw out a square, and some of you have already seen this trick because you've used it in some of your designs. All right, so let's say I want, actually let's use something else. Let's say I want to, I'm creating a, oh my goodness, I'm creating a piece of art, or I'm creating a brochure, and I want to put my picture that I want to use into a circle. Okay, so how am I going to do that? So this is an open circle, so that wouldn't be a good option. You obviously want it to be filled. So let's try this out. Okay, so it's a filled in circle. I want my picture to be a circle shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Place Embedded, find a picture that I want to use in my document, and I do not know if I have any pictures saved on here. I'm just going to pull some random. Okay, I'm going to hit Place. It's going to place that picture in here. I obviously need to make it bigger to fit. Okay, don't worry about the pixelation, this is just an example. All right, but it's still not a circle. I put it on top, so how I make it go into that circle is I'm going to right click on this layer, and I'm going to go to Create Clipping Mask. What that does, it places that image inside your shape, and you can do this with any shape. You can do it with a bird, with a heart, with a circle, with a square, with a triangle, okay? You click on that layer and you can move it around, okay? If you group these or link them together, so I'm gonna hold the shift, this one is selected, I'm gonna hold shift and click on my circle, and then I'm going to right click and go link layers, and this will link them together, so when I move them, when I just click on one, they will both move. I can also resize it, and they'll both resize. Okay, so this is going to be good for your brochure, using clipping masks in your pictures. If you want to put your pictures inside a shape, this is a great way to do it. Use your shape tools, hitting enter to commit that. Using your shape tools, and those custom shapes are going to be very helpful when you are creating brochures and flyers and postcards and things like that, and you need your images to stick inside an actual shape. All right, Hope you enjoyed this video.